Hi everybody, welcome to today's session. This session is on dealing with the not good Christmas memories with the elves. And of course the elves were very kindly people, and they've been talking to me this morning about how they want to help. So first of all, a few perimeter guidelines. So obviously some of these memories could be whoppers, and if you have had the experience of a really big blow up over Christmas, you are not probably, either you'll completely shut it down, or you just might not be able to go anywhere else for other memories. So we have to have compassion and care for ourselves and understand that, families are complex situations and all the different dynamics, and that bringing some kindness and love to yourself and to the situation is vital. So if you haven't had that sort of blow up memory, then think of a memory, a kind of an early one as you can go, that needs to be, you felt a bit funny or there was stuff going on that people didn't know. Just be flexible. But what I want you to do is kind of remember you're the adult and you're coming to help your younger self to cope with what happened. So you aren't going to go into the memory. You're going to stay out of the memory, looking at the memory from outside. And all we're going to do today is tap on or process some of the emotions that were going on at that time. But first, the elves want to come in. So let's go into your heart space. Just enter your heart. Let's do one of our exercises. If you're having trouble going into your heart, so go back into your brain, and then go out the back of your head and down and in through your shoulder blades and into your heart. Feel the energy relaxing. And breathe. Now go back into the mind, and we'll go down the elevator. Go down through your eye, past your eyes, nose, throat, inside. You can see inside your body, particularly if you shut your eyes. Down, the back of the heart, and then just walk in to your heart and breathe. Feel the energy relax. Now, I feel that I've just called the elves in. I feel there's some tension, really, even just going near this subject. So let's just do a round of tapping. We ask the elves to start gathering around you and around me, and just start bringing their energy in before I start talking to them. So under the eye, tap there for a little bit longer. That feels quite nice. We're just letting the energy flow with the intention that we're looking at these memories under the shoulder blade, under the shoulder blades. Lovely. Press and hold. Press and hold. I don't know. I quite like that feeling. It feels like it causes the energy to sort of flow through you like that, in waves. Lovely. More time. Just gently round. Remember, be slow and gentle. Try and look where you're tapping. Tap under the eye, not the cheek. You won't hit the acupressure point. The acupuncture points, when they use needles, they know exactly where they're putting it in. It's not guesswork, because if you guesswork it just is random. Because I'm an energy practitioner, I can feel the flow. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's just go back into your heart and breathe. Now, this session is meant to be a bit of fun. That seems a strange thing to say, but when I knew the elves were connecting with us, I kind of brought in some joy. And that is a really good attitude to have with these big big family issues. So bring in the joy. Allow the joy to flow through your body. So there is an elder of the elves stepping forward. He told me his name, Romatol. Honour you, we welcome you. He's saying he's really pleased to be here, and he's welcoming you, and he thanks you for joining them today. We've come to help. We're a people of kindness and compassion. We have so much love to give. We live in a higher dimension, a dimension that's full of love and kindness. It flows through our body like blood flows through your veins. You need to learn to have more compassion, forgiveness, and kindness to yourself and to others. We all mess up, and it's okay to mess up. And you can use it positively to build relationships. Now he's introducing his community. There's going to be a gathering around you, wherever you are. You might feel hands patting your shoulder or touching your head. Oh, there's a real kind feel about it. Real kindness. They're really kind people. You know, I used to start with meditations. I used to go to the Elf Kingdom, and I used to listen. I think it was Honest Guys I used to listen to, and they do some really good meditations on YouTube for visiting the Elf Kingdom, and it's just so peaceful and calm there, and it is. The energy does feel different than where our 3D world. It's very gentle, relaxing. They don't seem to have the traffic like we do, or the busyness that we do. It's very much. I remember walking past gardens in the meditation, and the little vegetables all laid out, and neat plots, and just saw this most beautiful rose in golden pink in the middle of the Elf Kingdom. Just a delight. It's just a delight to visit. And so I'd encourage you to do meditations, and to start off with, there's whatever you like, elves or dragons or fairies, and just come in to a different sense of wonder with the world, because it just helps you cope with life here. And that's what the elder's saying. Their purpose is to help us, but they become completely separated from us. And they are asking for us to join them more in unity consciousness. We're very kind, caring people. We care for the planet, for the animals, for the plants, for the oceans and the ocean lives. We love the whales, they're saying, and the dolphins. So I'm mentioning the sea life. The waters have immediately turned up, and the elves are laughing, because I kind of think that's a new experience. I love that feeling of the spiritual waters coming over us and to us, or to our feet either, whatever you're comfortable with. Let's go back and focus on the elves. Okay, they're saying it's all set up and it's time to go on. So knowing that the elves are there supporting you and being kind to you, you've got to be so supported through as you walk through this memory. So I think we'll just go into the end of the memory for now, and the fallout, really, of whatever it was, whether it was these strange feelings. Just let them come in, and we start tapping. Let's do a round of tapping. Just let the feelings fall in. Now, it's okay to let them roll. You might find you very automatically shut it down, because that's what you've always done. So we set the intention. It's all right to remember. It's safe to remember. You're supported by the elves. The angels and the whales are here. Lovely. Lovely. And it's all right to grieve. It's all right to cry. Nothing wrong with that. Just observe where you're feeling it in your body. The elves are supporting you. You feel it in your belly, in your throat, or in your heart chakra. What size is it? Is it the size of a basketball, tennis ball, a pom ball? And is the energy stagnant and still? Well, the elves are saying let's bring in some crystals. So I've got here today several crystals. I've got here the first one to bring is the rose quartz. And this is a raw rose quartz crystal. And this is a little rose quartz heart. Now you can spend a lot more money on these shaped crystals. And the reality is they're all powerful. But when you're dealing with pain, the crystals can actually take it out of your body. That's physical pain as well as emotional pain. And they store it. And kind of you have to use your intuition where you think it's full. The elves are saying, put that crystal on your heart. You could put the little one, if you have the little one on your mind, on your third eye, or on your throat. And just let that rise. Or the energy, the distress that you're feeling. Let it flow into the crystal. Let the crystals help you. I think I'll do a session with the crystals because it's really good knowledge to have when you're feeling upset about just borrowing and using a crystal to take some of the pain away. So it's drawing the pain of family into the crystal. Now, when you tap, that causes it to flow. You could tap when you're doing it. I kind of stop tapping when I'm using a crystal because I kind of like to feel that support of the crystal. So we've got one of the lady elves, the mother elves have come up. She's feeling quite shy. She doesn't normally do this, but she would like the opportunities to talk to you. I feel that she's crying for you and what you've been through in your life. And family, she's saying, should be supportive and kind and caring. And it's sad when it goes wrong. But remember, we create our world. We create our world, which is, again, it's mind-blowing. So we're going to learn to start creating and imagining as if it already has happened with the heart and our mind, preferably the higher mind, which is on one of my other videos. A happy, supportive, kind family. Now that may mean that you can't pull in, you can't repair things with certain members and some fall away, but there will be a core established and believe that healing will come for all the family and all the family members. So now she's saying that the crystal's full. I could tell it was full. And, really be grateful to the crystal because they work hard. So they've got all that negative energy in them. So now what you do is you put it either on a windowsill in the sunlight and the moonlight or on, sometimes I put it outside on a garden table in a nice little bit of light. But you need to be careful. Some of the crystals will disintegrate in outside in the water because obviously they're made underground. But the quartz family I find just go outside. So with a big quartz like this, I think it needs more than 24 hours outside really. But you possibly, if you're in a desperate state, it could take more, try that within a day. But I think a couple of days outside really. So try the little one. And of course it's tiny. It's very loving, this little one, because of course it's in the shape of a heart. It's very loving. Now I feel that crystal is going round into different areas of the heart. in the chambers, I think possibly of the physical heart. Often when I talk about the heart, I mean the heart chakra. But this is kind of blessing the actual heart, I think. It's very good for it. If you've got family members who are struggling with heart problems, you could get them to hold crystal if they're willing. I know it could be difficult. Lovely. So that's full now. So let's just go into our heart. Just remember what happened on that day. So the mother elf, she's crying because it's not as it should be. And there's healing in her tears. Because she's such a loving being and she operates in the higher dimension, how her tears are actually healing because they're water. And anything to do with water, salty water at that, you're cleansing and healing. So receive that kindness and compassion. Receive it into your heart. You know, it's so good to have kindness and compassion shown you. You can really start to heal when you have someone show you kindness and compassion. But what we have to be is more emotionally resilient. And when you've had a lot of pain, you tend to lose that emotional resilience. So it's important to remember to be kind and compassionate to yourself. You can give to yourself when nobody else can give in a way that's so fulfilling and loving, because you're a being of love. You respond well to love. You know you do. So just love yourself and give strength to yourself. The sun's rays are coming in. Sun wants to join us. Because, of course, those golden sun rays, we do feel better, don't we? We have a lot of sun rays pouring the love down on us. I'm mindful to talk about the amoebas. The amoebas all give unconditional love, which they're tiny one-celled animals, and all they give is love, and they pump it into the world. And I'm doing this session on pain and the amoebas later in a week, which they're very excited about because they haven't done that before. It's lovely. Just checking my notes, make sure I've covered everything. Okay. So the elves are saying they want to bring some Reiki energy in. I think they call it something different to us, but they want to bring the Reiki energy in. And they're asking me to use the Amethyst Crystal now. This is my Amethyst Crystal. She's got some agate bits on her. It's very nice. Lovely dark crystal. But you might find that you are drawn to the lighter amethyst, because I also have a lighter amethyst as well. I'm not sure if I've got one near me here. But they draw to me as well, because of course those lilac rays, it's a different colours, and they can be very healing. And it took a long while till I was attracted to the darker purple, but this one really called to me when I saw it. But it doesn't matter. They don't have to be big. They can be little crystals, and it can be just here. I have a lot of little crystals, little tumble stones. That's a little I'll come to me. So let's go in with the amethyst. Now the amethyst works differently. They also they work differently as well with them. So the amethyst, where's a rose quartz? That's a rose quartz. Worked on one area, drawing out the energy out of a specific chakra or pain part of your body. You can work on the pain actually in your body. The amethyst works differently by working on balancing all of the energy in all your chakras and kind of moving the energy around. So let's see what the elves have got to say. she's saying that we love working with the amethyst too. Oh, they use them. The amethyst is a very powerful healer, and they use it to direct the energies. And they direct their Reiki energy into the amethyst. And the amethyst then transmute and takes it when it's working through the body, and takes it through. It's through to the parts of the body that's needed. So now the elf community is just gathering around. And everybody's got the ability to do Reiki, everybody. But I went on a training course, and one lady couldn't hardly move a pendulum, because you can with pendulums. I've got a pendulum here. Got a little pendulum. Pendulums, you can get them to move. So if you put them over your hand, it will move in accordance to the amount of energy. I've been working on my energy for a long time. You see my hands are still, and it's responding. So you open your heart, it's responding to the flow. It's lovely. So what you need to do, sometimes you might find it doesn't move at all for you, and that just means you've got a lot of pain that you've not dealt with in this life and other lives that could do with being a bit worked on. So give yourself some love with it. Let's come back to them doing the Reiki. So breathe in. Remember to center in your heart. Hold a crystal in your heart. If you have an amethyst at home, hold that. And just shut your eyes and just imagine the elf community. Imagine as many as you like coming into your home, or wherever you are, and just doing some Reiki. So they're pouring the love into the amethyst, and I can feel that coming into the amethyst. Then I can feel it. Well, if you haven't got an amethyst, we ask the angels to come with etheric amethyst, that's spiritual ones, in the etheric realm, and to place those on your heart. Oh, the elves have got them. They're bringing theirs. Lovely. Everyone haven't got. Just receive. So lovely just receiving and not having to do anything. You're healing. I can feel quite a lot of energy being drawn up out of my heart. The Reiki. Very peculiar. I could definitely feel their Reiki energy going into my amethyst and around my body. And the heart is getting a bit tight. So just breathe. Make the decision to open your heart chakra. I think we're bringing some colour, angels. I think we're bringing some beautiful purple colour and silver for the unconditional love. Lovely. Just breathe and relax. Breathe and relax. Amethyst is getting tired. So the elves are saying thank you very much. Putting the amethyst down because it's tired now. It's doing a lot of work. So it's been a lovely session. We give our grateful thanks to the elves and the elves kingdom, and respect and love to the elder who brought the community in. It was a big day, I think, connecting with the elves like that. It was special. and I'm very grateful for it. It was lovely. And I think I had a bit of healing myself on my own heart, which is always lovely to receive. So just kind of focus on your heart. Focus on that memory. Just let it float through. Lovely. Obviously, as an adult, you've had a lot of memories. So I suggest you do this video again. And you don't have to spend any money. You can just ask the elves to bring them and the angels to bring the amethyst and the rose quartz. And I thank you very much. And I'll read it tomorrow. Oh yes, we're doing the wounded heart and the violet flame. And that might be worth doing because I definitely felt there's some congestion in the heart. So take care of yourself. Bye bye.